Today we're going to be jumping into some Amazon FBA stores. Before I jump into that, let's first of all check out, because this was actually just released last week, the net revenue of Amazon of every quarter, and Q2 is actually the one that was just introduced last week. Okay, so we can see here how Amazon sales have risen over the last 15 years. Okay, so of course, when you actually look at the little jumps here, this is always fourth quarter. It's good to look at macroeconomics to have a good understanding of where everything is sitting at, because right now, with the way that the economy's been, it's good to have an understanding of really to see where Amazon lies, to have, again, a bigger macro understanding. So Amazon's been flourishing. It's been doing really well. You can see, fourth quarter statistics, again, are always doing really well. That's really important because right now we are in the fourth quarter, right? So I do expect us to have a really big Q4. A lot of people are thinking that this will be the first year Amazon breaks over 500 billion or half a trillion in sales. And, this year it's really looking like they might actually get there. So, enough about the macroeconomics. Let's have a look at some of our stores and see where everyone's been sitting at, clients that have been purchasing orders on an ongoing basis. Just to get a better sense. So I'm just going to start off here with a newer store. I believe this store has been up for the last 5 or 6 months. Let's have a look. And by the way, Amazon changed their dashboard recently. So, you can actually see here, obviously it looks much different than it used to before. So looking at the business reports and having a better understanding of what this actually looks like, we're going to be jumping in here. So I believe this store started roughly 6 months ago. Again, we do have a lot of stores now. We have well over 250 clients. So there are a lot of stores that we filter through and look at. So there's, of course, a lot of things to consider when, looking at the store growth in general. So this is, again, new store, started in about March, had a few sales and really took a bit of a dive, continued forward. And now we're looking to see a much, more progressive growth. And I believe, this next month, November, December, this client will most likely break at least 10 to 12,000 range is what I'm assuming, based on statistics, based on, where our stores were last. There were dips a couple months, which, it's natural for any store to have dips. You're not going to have every single month growing month over month over month. There are going to be some months potentially that you could have less revenue, you could have lesser profit margins. Again, this is a dynamic business. Things change all the time when it comes to Amazon selling. So again, it's important to have an understanding of the longevity of the store in general, and to be consistently purchasing inventory, as we say in every single one of our videos. So just wanted to show you guys a newer store, just so you guys have an understanding of that. We're also going to be checking out some other stores here. So more age stores, stores that have been around for a long time, stores that have a bit more of an inventory budget, things of that nature, so that you guys, can have a good understanding of tons of different variety stores and so on and so forth. So this is a store. I'm going to check this one out here. This one's been around for actually just over a year now. So we'll check one out that's been with us for over a year, so you guys can again see that. Again, the most important thing out of anything, and again, we've said this countless times, is just be consistent with your store. Treat this like a business. This is a done-for-you service. Yes, we do handle 99% of the work. The only thing that, you are responsible for, of course, is purchasing inventory, making sure that there's inventory that we can sell. We do everything that we can to really scale the stores. And the only thing that you guys need to do as clients is make sure that you have enough product for us to sell through. So looking at his business report and just checking out the general trends. This is actually a client that we've done a couple videos with in the past. So with this store, we're going to go year to date and check the Amazon, see how many sales have been produced. So as you can see here, pretty nice growth overall. You can see the red line, of course, represents the last year growth. And then this year, everything's been growing pretty steadily, which is nice. This month, actually, this client's done just shy of 20,000 in sales. Really good benchmark to hit. So, pretty impressive in less than a year, just being pretty steady with his order sizes. Yes, there were some dips for a few months, but, I believe we'll probably be back on track to be pushing close to 20 to 25,000, in the next couple months would be my estimate. So really good to see on another store here. So again, this is the power of compounding growth, just allowing your inventory to turn over and compound. You know, this client's done 130,000 plus in sales this year, which again, hands free, not really doing much work at all aside from purchasing inventory. It's a pretty good business if you ask me. That's growing steadily, you know, not every single month, but you know, overall the general trend is an upward trend, right? So this again was another store I wanted to show you guys. And we have tons of them. As I mentioned, you know, we have over 200 clients now, so there are a lot of stores that we do manage. We have some clients, of course, that have a much higher budget. So when it comes to any store, the biggest thing to understand is some stores are going to have just much more inventory budget, right? Somebody might scale quicker than you just simply because they have more inventory. You know, they have a higher budget that they can utilize, but that's okay because we have lots of other clients that, you know, don't have as high of a budget, but they compound and steadily over time, they get to those higher figures as well. So jumping into another store here, this actually was an interesting store because with this client, there was a temporary period where Amazon essentially suspended the account for roughly a month, which was not even our fault. This was one of the only times we've ever seen this in Amazon's existence. It was really frustrating actually because the store was growing on a very steady pace, but let me show you guys what I mean here. So again, with last year, everything was growing nice and steady. Everything was looking really good. And then there was a slight period here where Amazon again did have a temporary freeze on the account. Again, we did reinstate it because Amazon found it was their issue. However, unfortunately, there was about a month here that we did miss. But nonetheless, you know, this client's back on track. You know, this month he's already sitting at over 16,000 in sales. And again, I believe this next couple months will be even further ahead of last year as far as this growth. So this was another you know, good example of just compounding in general, even despite that little dip there. I do believe, again, this store in general will continue to grow even further along these next, you know, couple months especially. So really excited to see how this store performs over the next, again, 2 months. Let's check out some more stores. And, you know, this is exciting to see during such economic circumstances, right? You know, there's been tons of businesses the last few months that have been really hit. So it's good to see that we're growing even despite this economical circumstance. Again, there's many stores here that are doing very well with us, and we're, you know, so happy to be able to service so many in this industry, so many different store owners. You know, really happy to see all the positive messages that we get on a daily basis. You know, really means a lot to us. So if you guys ever have any feedback that you want to let us know about, anything that we can improve on, anything at all that we can grow with, definitely reach out to, you know, your team assist, anyone who manages your store. Of course, everyone has their own store manager, so you can reach out either to your support chat or, again, your designated account manager, and we'll be happy to use that feedback to better our services as well. So this was a store I wanted to also display so that you guys can see a store that's been with us a little bit, actually about a year now, but you know, he's been very steady with his inventory sizes. And this again will really show you guys just the compound effect of stores in general. So this client, every single month he's purchased inventory. He came to us with a 1+ year goal where he said he didn't want to take $1 out of this business. He just wanted to watch it compound. So this is an example of a client that did just that. So if we go check out the Amazon, again, you know, I pointed this out in previous videos. Make sure anyone that's saying that they're doing FBA, make sure that this Amazon tick is labeled, because there's lots of people that claim they do FBA and they actually don't, because, you know, they're doing tons of drop shipping and other measures. But again, looking at that, and if we go to year to date, check this out, see the growth overall. So this is a really nice growth chart. Obviously not every single store looks like this, but this is, you know, the epitome of what can occur as you continually grow your inventory load. And again, this client made a point to tell us, hey, for 1 full year, he's not going to take anything from this business. He wants to just allow it to compound. Every single payout he's received from Amazon, he's put right back into his store. So, you know, this has really shown the growth projection and everything. And again, this has done really well. This has actually surpassed what we actually initially told him he'd get to within a year. So really nice to see this type of growth within a store. And yeah, you know, again, the store started literally last year. You know, he placed his first inventory order at the end of November, early December. So you can see here, he only sold 2 units last year. So this year, you know, already done 175,000 in sales. He's got 2 more big months ahead. I believe this client will probably break at least $250,000 this year. So very nice projection and you know, growth along this pathway here. So I'll show you guys one last store before wrapping things up. This client here that I'm about to show you guys, they did come to us with a lot of their own product as well. So it's actually 3 individuals. So 1 main owner, and then he's partnered with 2 other clients. So I'm going to show you guys another store here that shows you the growth of, again, a very large client, someone that has a large inventory budget, and also their own inventory he's putting in there. So if you guys have your own type of product you want us to really grow, if you do have a certain product, we can also look into it, potentially grow that and help you scale it. So this is, again, an example of a client that not only purchases products from us, but also has his own types of products that he uploads. So if we look here and look at his store here, so we're going to check this out one last time and go down to the bottom here, look at more, and we're going to look at this store here. Again, this is a client that has a very large inventory budget, so I just want you guys to understand. I mean, as you can see here, he's done, you know, $7,900 in sales just today, so you guys can probably imagine how big this store is going to look. So nonetheless, let's check out the growth and see what this looks like and what it can really scale to. So again, this is a store, first of all, that's been around for about 8 years now, so it has been around for a really long time. This client came to us last year when he already had a bunch of sales and really came to us to help scale that even further. So nonetheless, let's check out his store growth. So looking at the store in general, we can see here that in the past year alone, this store has done just under $6.5 million worth of sales. That's a lot of sales this year that's occurred. And last year, this store actually broke 7 million in sales. So these are huge figures, guys. This is really the power of Amazon, and really what you can scale to, you know, and the fact that the ceiling is this high really shows the capability of this type of model. And this is, again, just really exciting stuff. I mean, again, this year, this client's had some very, very large benchmarks he wanted to hit. Of course, last year, after seeing the 7+ million, this year, the benchmarks were raised even further. So again, as you can see here, there's tons and tons of area you can really grow with your store, and really the ceiling is very, very high with Amazon. You know, you can start little, you can start larger, you can really do what you want, and that's what's really important about this type of model is you know, you have that variance you can utilize, and you know, you can start small, you can start larger, really up to you on how you want to grow your business. But the only thing that we say, and we continually say this, is treat this like a business. Don't treat this like something where you're gonna, you know, buy a couple thousand worth of product and hope that scales to tens of thousands of dollars. It's not that kind of model. It requires a consistency. Just like any business, it requires you to be consistent with your business. In this case, of course, because it's done for you, we do 99+% of the work. We do essentially everything. So the only thing that you are responsible for really is making sure that you are purchasing that inventory, guys. So make sure to keep up on your inventory so we can do everything in our ability to make sure the stores grow. I hope this video was of value. If you guys could do 2 quick things, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps out this channel a ton. And also in the comment section, if there's anything you want us to elaborate on, if there's anything at all you'd like clarification on, or really anything in general, please go ahead and put a comment in the comment section, and we'd appreciate it a lot, guys. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and stay tuned. We'll have some important updates coming up within the next couple months. So again, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.